Shorties in the city moving slow. 3500 for the coat. Only real niggas keep you float.
Alright, so Nas finally dropped his long anticipated 12 studio album, Nasir. And in our previous video, we talked about, was Nas afraid of Jay-Z? Since Jay-Z, in some people's opinion, dropped a classic that people think couldn't have been done at his age. What age is Jay-Z pushing?
That man pushing like 65. I ain't gonna lie to you. He probably like 45, 46 going 50 right now.
Right? And a lot of people are like, yo, Jay-Z put, he put his foot on Nas' neck with the 444.
Yeah, 444 was way better than
Life is good. You think so?
Yeah, 444 was way better than Life is Good.
I mean, that's 2013. A lot of people had Life is Good and Good Kid, Mad City as the top albums of the year. A lot of people
had Nas as the top album. A lot of people were writing off the Nas name. A lot of people did not listen to that album. A lot of people liked a couple. There was a couple of like all-time Nas songs on it, I would say.
Yeah, he has Large Professor on
Nas
that.
songs.
Locomotive. There's a couple of joints. I don't know. The project's not fresh in my head, so I don't know if I can defend that. But we got the Nasir album, and how you feeling about it? 7 tracks,
produced by Kanye. It's pretty good. I like it. It's pretty good. I really wanted more tracks. When I got to the 7 track, I was like, it sounds unfinished. Sounds like there should have been more tracks on it. Nas is a guy who raps, and he raps super long-winded, so he definitely needs more than 7 track. I don't know why he got Kanye to have him on that bullshit with the rest of them good music niggas. Really fucked up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not like Kanye gave him the best production. This is not at Pusha T level production. This is okay production. He could have got some regular producers to do this shit.
Yeah, you might out of all the albums that came out from Ye to Kids See Goes, Daytona, so you might look at this project and say it's the weakest out of production from Kanye.
Yeah, the cop shot the kid. That's the most chopping he's doing.
Yeah,
realistically,
the flip of the Slick Rick record. I wasn't expecting that.
I feel like it's kind of overproduced. Like he should have maybe turned the beat down a little bit, turned Nas up a little bit. I don't know.
You know what?
I feel like I don't think they blended perfectly, but it is fire.
I feel like
bars are fire and the sample is fire.
I feel like the problem with that record is it's like we get it from the intro, not for the radio. We get 070 Shake, and then it goes to Cop Shot the Kid. So it's like, yo, we get like this big theatrical intro where it's like we get Diddy talking on the ad libs, and it's
GOAT level.
Go level, but like Nas is in his 12th studio album. Like the last time Diddy talked and had ad libs for Nas was in Hate Me Now, which was still Matic. That was like Nas' 5th album.
Classic, yes.
I mean,
them shit's still classic to this day.
I feel like you get the Diddy ad libs when you're like, you're a couple albums in. Not when you're already solidified. Like Jay never went back to Diddy.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. They didn't went back to Diddy. Like Diddy had good ad libs. Put your fist in the air. We ain't taking no more pictures. Are we only taking candids? That's my motto for 2018. No more pictures. Well, I'll delete all my IG right now.
The ad libs worked for like Nipsey Hussle. He was on the I forget the joint, Victory Lap. Victory Lap was the album. He was on a couple ad libs for that. He was also on Tony Tone for Rocky's joint. And I feel like that was needed, but like for Nas and the intro, I feel like they tried to make this big intro where it's like we get like Nas doesn't need it, and I feel like that was one of the points I was trying to make, where it's like, yo, Nas needs Kanye to paint his picture, but I'm not so sure. I feel like I was wrong. I feel like it's over the top. Like Nas is solidified. You don't need Diddy's ad libs, and then Kanye's production. I feel like I don't know. That's one of the weakest records for me.
I liked it, and I think 070 Shake killed it again. I might be in love with her. I don't know.
I fuck with the 070 Shake ad or the hook, but I'm like, did Nas need the 070 Shake? I'm thinking at it like,
Well, he needed someone to sing the hook. He wasn't gonna sing the hook.
he does it on Simple Things. He does it on the last track.
Yeah, but that's like a simpler hook also.
Like that hook wasn't needed. I don't know. I feel like that's what messes up. You said cops shot the kid. You said like that production didn't feel right.
Well, I think it was like overproduced. I think he did way too much with it. I think the beat was too loud, and I think maybe he could have turned up Nas's vocals a little bit, or something. He could have turned on something in that. The beat was just too overbearing. It's like you can't hear what Nas is saying, and Nas is saying some real shit. It's almost like you gotta either vibe out to the beat, or completely ignore the beat. I don't know. That's what I thought about that.
True. I'm gonna go with. I feel like the side effect is from Not For The Radio leading, like transitioning to that. I feel like that's what's hurting it. In my case.
My favorite track on this was Everything with Nas, The Dream, Kanye singing. That shit was great.
Man,
I love every part of that.
I don't want to hear The Dream's vocals, man. You know when I left The Dream? Back at Watch the Throne. Ever since then, he wasn't needed. He wasn't needed on 40 Acres, and he wasn't needed on this. I actually could have done
First
what
of all,
Kanye
that man
that part.
bodied 40 Acres. That man bodied 40 Acres, and he bodied this.
There's someone else talented, and his name is Frank Ocean, who could have sung that hook. Like people didn't even know. Well, what's the track The Dream's on? Liftoff from Watch the Throne. People thought it was only Frank Ocean, and like The Dream's like humming in that.
Yeah,
you got overshadowed because Frank Ocean's voice is that good. I don't know, man. Just The Dream just doesn't do it for me. Like,
Did you like The Dream on Adam and Eve? Next track?
Oh, I actually like The Dream. Yeah. Adam and Eve, he was perfect. Just the singing part, you know. It reminds me of 40. It's like The Dream. I don't need to hear him sing. Like, what's
maybe you don't want to hear The Dream sing. What else does he do except sing?
Shorty's a 10. Hey, it's like an ad lib. I can do an ad lib. I don't know about singing. I don't know about it. That's like a 2 minute. What was it? Everything. He's singing for like 2 minutes. The build up.
Yeah, the song is like 7 minutes. It's a long song.
Like when it gets to Kanye, like I have no problem with Kanye. It's just like The Dream. I could have done with just like Kanye like singing from the beginning. I don't know.
Man, also shout out to Nas for slapping that nigga Kanye and letting him actually rap some actual bars on his album and not come on his album on some scoop-de-dee whoop. If as she says, I'm in the wrong hole, I'm lost. Thank you, Nas, for actually having him spit actual bars.
Yeah, that was on Cop Shot the Kid. That wasn't on
was on Cop Shot the Kid.
My favorite record, which just happens to be the last record, Simple Things. Yo, him. I feel like he addressed all the critiques people had about him, and these critiques are not like big. But it's like, you know how people poke at him like, yo, Jay has Beyonce, like what does Nas have? And he kind of like, he doesn't say it like indirect, but he gets to like, yo, I dated women you would never see. Like I dated celebrities.
Yeah, Ebony Magazine, brought
like,
up bitches on Ebony Magazine, all that shit.
Yeah, it's like, yo, my ex-girl can be your future wife. I was like, oh shit. And then he alludes to on the record also on the production where he says like, yo, you want me to sound like every song in the top 40, but I'm not for you. You're not for me. You bore me. It's like, yo, like that was one of the critiques I had about him where it's like, yo, Kanye's going to bring his vision to life in our previous video. But it's like, this song reminded me, it's like, yo, kind of like J. Cole. It's not the beat. It's his lyrics. It's like, yo, his emotion, like his cadence just hits you. That's what makes Nas. That's why people put Nas on his top 3. It's never because of the production.
And actually, he said fuck. He basically was saying fuck the production also by saying, "I can look at my plaques." He basically said, "Look at my plaques." Someone likes the music, so
yeah. And again, that's why like I love this record so much because he ends the album in this one record with 2 minutes. Like he answers all these critiques we had of him, man. It's just a reminder, like, yo, I'm Esco, bro.
After this song, I wanted more. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nas need at least 2 more songs, maybe 3 more.
Right? Yeah, for sure. I don't know. You seen a lot of people online were saying this was a classic.
I would say this is a good album.
Yeah, like out of all the projects I've released from Ye, I don't like Ye, But Kids See Ghosts and Daytona, to be honest, I feel like none of them are classics. Like from this exact moment, can something be classic that's only 21 minutes? Like, unless hip hop, like the music just becomes like 7 tracks, like 5 years from now, like everyone's album is 7 tracks, then maybe we go back to it and be like, oh shit, you know what? That Nas, the Daytona. But I'm like, yo, I'm not the prisoner of the moment. Like,
I think 7 tracks can be a classic, but just not these 7 tracks. I don't think this is better than Daytona at all. It's definitely better than Kids See Ghosts and that yeah shit. But I don't think this is better than Daytona. And if you want to talk classics, he already has like 2 undisputed classics.
3 classics.
Okay. Illmatic, Stillmatic. Like, you gotta compare him to yourself. You gotta compare him to himself, and this ain't it. But this is really good, and I wasn't expecting more. I wasn't like expecting like way more from him, but this is good. How much you giving it out of 10?
Out of 10, it's a good album. It's a good album. I can't rate it because it's good. Like, yo, this is like one of those moments where like it's first. Like, I feel like you can't judge this. I feel you know what's playing a factor in? It's like the respect for Nas, and it's 7 tracks. So it's like I can't rate this, but I love the project. You know, you just can't rate. It's too. I don't know. I can't rate it.
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I'll rate it. I like the lyrics. The lyrics are really deep. Not as dense. He doesn't go as deep as he normally goes, but he still goes on cop. Shot the Kid, White Label, tackles the deep shit. So I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Maybe in a year or so, when I listen to it again, it might be an 8.5.
Yo, don't be a prisoner of the moment, guys. Can't rate this right away.
I'm in the hood with niggas don't bother me. 3500 my cardigan. Shot it gon'